Hi, my name is Alyssa Velez, and I'll be talking about the Etruscans' art and architecture. Before the small village of Rome became Rome, with a capital R, a brilliant civilization once controlled almost the entire peninsula we now call Italy. This was the Etruscan civilization, a vanished culture whose achievements set the stage not only for the development of ancient Roman art and culture, but for the Italian Renaissance as well. Though you may not have heard them, the Etruscans were the first superpower of Western Mediterranean who, alongside the Greeks, developed the earliest true cities in Europe. They were so successful, in fact, that the most important cities in modern Tuscany were first established by the Etruscans and have been continuously established since then. Yet the labels mysterious or enigmatic are often attached to the Etruscans since none of their own histories or literature survives. This is particularly ironic as it was the Etruscans who were responsible for teaching the Romans the alphabet and for spreading literacy throughout the Italian peninsula. Etruscans' influence on ancient Roman culture was profound, and it was the Etruscans that the Romans inherited many of their own cultural and artistic traditions, from the spectacle of gladiatorial combat to hydraulic engineering, temple design, and religious rituals, among many other things. In fact, hundreds of years after the Etruscans had been conquered by the Romans and absorbed into their empire, the Romans still maintained an Etruscan priesthood in Rome. We even derive our very common word person from the Etruscans' mythological figure Perseus. The frightful masked figure you see in this early Etruscan tomb painting, who would engage his victims in a dreadful game of bloodletting in order to appease the soul of the deceased. Early on, the Etruscans developed a vibrant artistic and architectural culture, one that was often in dialogue with other Mediterranean civilizations, trading of the many natural mineral resources found in Tuscany. The center of ancient Etruria caused them to bump up against Greeks, Egyptians in the Mediterranean. With these other Mediterranean cultures, they exchanged goods, ideas, and often a shared artistic vocabulary. Unlike with the Greeks, however, the majority of our knowledge about Etruscan art comes largely from their burials. Fortunately, though, the Etruscans cared very much about equipping their dead with everything necessary for the afterlife, from living tomb paintings to sculpture to pottery that they could use in the next world. From their extensive cemeteries, we can look at the world of the dead and begin to understand some about the world of the living. During the early phases of Etruscan civilization, they conceived of the afterlife in terms of life as they knew it. When someone died, he or she would be cremated and provided another home for the afterlife. This type of hut urn, made in unrefined clay known as impasto, would be used to house the cremated remains of the deceased. Not coincidentally, it shows us in miniature form what a typical Etruscan house would have looked like in the Iron Age Etruria. Oval with a timber roof and a smoke hole for the internal hearth. Thank you.